Come on, everybody, do the whale dance.
Hello, it's KRBrickBot. Hey, you remember this old King Gaiz, this 4-in-1 beast changer who we later found out was like a repurpose from some other toy line? Well, yeah, I guess that's the Axe Carbots. To our surprise, King Gaiz got the Axification, just completely new toy. Yeah, we would expect the other Season 2 Carbots to be unrealified into Axified. Yeah, but I guess he decided to go with Season 3's King Gaiz to return in Season 14. Following the same packaging style of Season 14, this dark blue sparkly background with a gradient X, King Gaiz X here. The A is covered up, but that is his official name, not like disguise. Yeah, so 4 modes here. Human mode, I mean the robot mode is called the human mode. For some reason. More like humanoid mode. Yeah, so I guess a short bio here, the 4 modes. Much more metallic background here. Bottom here shows a December 23 release, so this basically released in January. Includes the new Cube watch, the Cube, that goes with the new X watch. And to unbox this glossy box, it's another girdle. There's a Cube there, and then unflap 2. And there's the guns off to the side.
나는 로봇들의 제왕 킹가이즈에서 변신한 킹가이즈 X라고 하노라. 나는 라이프 X에 의해 킹가이즈에서 변신한 킹가이즈 X니라. 사자, 독수리, 상어로 변신하던 모습에서 이번엔 버팔로, 박쥐, 고래로 변신을 하지. 사람일 때는 로봇들의 제왕답게 현명하고 어질며 소통하는 왕이 되고, 박쥐 모드일 때는 은밀하게 다가가 공격하는 어둠의 성격, 버팔로 모드일 때는 거침없는 저돌적인 성격, 고래 모드일 때는 웅장하면서도 힘이 느껴지는 성격이 되느니라. 그리고 내 공격은 언제나 왕처럼 품위를 지키지. 물론 화가 나면 그땐 확 달라지지만 말이다. 가슴에 X자가 회전을 하면서 강력한 열선이 나가는 엑스버스트. 나는 새도 아니고 쥐도 아니며 이쪽에 붙었다 저쪽에 붙었다 하는 어둠을 지배하는 킹가이즈 배트. 높이 뛰어올랐다가 4발로 공격한다. 킹가이즈 빅스텝. 내가 고래 모드가 되면 이렇게 말하지. 고래?
Okay, first let's look at this robot by itself. In case you don't remember, he had a previous form. So this is very red. Much more predominantly red. It was on black and painted yellow. Yeah, I guess this yellow does look much more yellower than on the box. This does look more like a flame yellowish orange. But this is regular yellow or so. Pretty lean. Like some pretty broad shoulders, pretty long legs, nice little skirt flappies. A big old axe in the chest. Despite being a beast changer, there's really only the wing pack that's the most visible. Also packing some abs. In addition, there is some nice bright apple clear green throughout here. On the shoulders, the back of the animal head. And the eyes, of course. Which it's kinda hard to get light piping through this here. Light piping. This time King Gaiz X is armed with 2 blaster things. Look more like blade blasters, or more sci-fi blasters, or maybe harpoons. Little tabs here, so yeah, it looks like you can tap them together for some double-handed mode or just some alternate mode. Of course, being handheld blasters, they can go right into 5mm hands. Pew pew. But by default, they go into shoulders. I'm assuming the prettier side first. Yeah, so I guess that's a look for him. Just extra shoulder guns off to the side when not in use. And then I noticed that I thought these were actually just gonna clip onto the front of the shoulders because the stock photos, the renders show the handle sticking out here. Looked like they were just as if they were clipping in the front. Like all the stock photos have them like that. So really, did they really just do an animation error, just a whole rendering error where they align these objects a few millimeters too much out in the front that's clipping right out to the front? So just for everyone to prominently see in all the photos and stickers and merchandising, huh? Oh, that's a big oof. That's a big oof. I mean, this looks much more better. But you're seeing this. Okay, on to the main event. The old versus new. Well, for one thing, you can see the color palette change of what has been inverse, basically. King Gaiz was basically predominantly yellow with some red and gray, while King Gaiz is predominantly red with some orange or yellow and black. So it really gives them a different feel, even though they're supposed to be the same character. And I suppose I can see just much more intricate mechanical detailing, just a few more panel lines here and there, while this one is like pretty smooth throughout, pretty smooth and curved. Very curved style to this, while this one, King Gaiz axe is a bit more angular, as with the style of the modern Carbots. Yeah, a whole lot more mechanical venting detailing. There's a few panel lines here and there, but not much for the old King Gaiz. The smoothness of King Gaiz, which makes sense as a retool of a Super Sentai Power Ranger Mini-Force-like mech that released after King Gaiz axe. Just to give you a recap of that whole interesting situation. You know, I've lamented how the original Axe Carbot's heads looked very different from their original heads. For King Gaiz axe, I guess the new head does evoke some of the old stylings, just basically that ridged faceplate, although it's much more sunken in. No prominent teeth here, but I guess it does have some similar prongs and such. It's much more of a crown, maybe more of a crown and helmet type. Yeah, predominantly black, while this is all red with a head crest. This has no forehead crest. Yeah, I guess the faceplate is just really what's selling it as the same character. As with the chest, you know, this circular thing, I guess that really does evoke more of a Power Rangers type mech rather than this axe, which is also maybe more super robot-y. But I guess this one is much more of the Power Ranger style than. These shoulder epaulets really do give him a profile, which I guess the King Gaiz axe is kind of emulating with these additional blasters. But he has much more bigger shoulders. For the articulation, a nice hard swivelly head. Nice ratchety forward and back on those POM shoulder joints. Those types that are in the torso. I suppose if you detach that, you can get a better range of that shoulder. Nice 90-degree elbow and bicep swivels for the transformation, yay! Leg forward that much, skirt flap moves out of the way, and then a big permanent molded stopper in the back to prevent it from going back. Yep, that's why he has no waist swivel. A limited thigh swivel. That is intentionally limited out here, like it's an outer stopper. I thought this was an inner stopper, but yeah, they stopped it like that, I guess, for transformation, for ease of transformation, I guess. Bit of a loose toe down. It's not really clicking in here. He's got whale tails in his shins. Yay, King Gaiz gets the bicep swivels for the first time. Okay, now let's figure out King Gaiz's axe's new beast modes. Completely new beast modes from the original, but they're still like an aerial beast, a land beast, and a sea beast. You can spread out his majestic batty wings. Really different feel from like the smoother wings. Yeah, so of course you flap that head in. You fold that bat head over. You put the arms off to the side. Then you gotta just compact those legs. Clip that in. Just double fold over. Yeah, so they get 180 that hinge all the way here, so that's interesting. Yeah, there's more square tabs on the back here. And then, yeah, these skirt flaps become the bat feet. Oh yeah, and then these robot feet fold down to provide extra support for the bat mode. Bat. For this mode, the blasters attach to these holes in the back of the wings. I guess he does look batty with those wings and the short body and especially the head. That is a appropriately batty head. Big green eyes, little bit of a nostrils, some big ears, maybe like the fruit bat, and then little talon toes. But then you have the robot arms, they're just right in front of the bat wings. He's just flexing. He is just flexing here. Oops, yep, plastic hinge here. Just, yeah, really no way for the arms to go somewhere else, anywhere else. Yeah, maybe this, yeah, I guess you can fan mode it like this. Yeah, that works better. Yeah, but the official mode has them pumping, so that's kind of funny to think about like that. Or you could turn them around so the red blends in better, but then you have extra set of eyes. Yeah, maybe a bit disappointing. The arms really don't have any other dedicated place to go. But I guess other than that, the bat mode is a pretty solid attempt. Might be hard to gauge where to flap this thing, but yeah, only like these joints go backward, the rest of them go forward. So forward, backward, forward, backward. And then bringing in Eagle King Gaiz. Well, I assume he's not very swift in this mode, but because he has other purposes and functions in this mode that have better strengths. Maybe like flapping in place than this one, I don't know, I'm just making stuff up. Yeah, while Eagle King Gaiz had a leg problem, Bat King Gaiz Axe has an arm problem. Incidentally enough, King Gaiz Axe's bat mode does bring him back to his roots as a mini-force retool of RBrickBot. Well, obviously the dedicated head is pulling off the bat mode much more better than this thing with the bat head right there and stubby little arms. This is more like a furled up robot with wings. Just gonna start off with robot mode as I go into each of the modes. Now for his land mode. Yeah, so there's this little beast head here hidden in the shoulders. Tap that together, tap that together. Gets to move the hooves out in the front. Click that in, click on the tabs, cover the bat eyes to form a hump. And then I guess turn this around. Okay, this might be a bit tricky. Oh yeah, there's an extra hinge in the leg that allows them to turn down. And I assume these can also flip up to form some sort of coverage. Yeah, I guess these are the best they can fold. Oh yeah, they fold down like this, I guess. And then as for the blasters, tap them together, hollow sides out, and then tap those in between the feet to form a little tail. Horns out. Now I've got a water buffalo. The white is much more prominent in the back, a bit of a hollow legs there. And the head is really selling it, of course, because with those curved horns and a big forehead crest, big nostrils. I guess these little wingtips could be little blaster cannons. Imagination. And some big split hooves, like pretty small front hooves and the back hooves. But for articulation in beast mode, not much. The arms only go backward. And they're a bit awkward being, the hinge point being mounted right on the bottom rather than off to the side because transformation. And then your back legs really don't move except like this, which is that's basically all you're getting. Not much in the head either. Yeah, despite being a mechanical animal, this is still much of a brick. Maybe disappointing. Well, he's just as much of a brick as he rams into stuff. Well, at least he's built tougher than the King Gaiz lion mode. Pretty spindly legs there. Yeah, I guess this is a lion, this is a predator trying to hunt the prey of the buffalo. Very different type of animals. Back to headless robot mode as we go into the aquatic mammal mode. Yeah, so these arms rotate bicep together right into the tab of the chest. Then flip out the lower jaw here. I assume, just get these legs out. Just clip that in, flip out the tail fin. Flip these over. Not sure how they tab. Then I suppose, just flip this 180. And then, just fold that down a bit. Just kind of frictions in. And then, the blasters looks like they go into these holes in the back. I don't know, those could have just been screw holes. I think they go in the back like this. And we got the King Gaiz Axe whale mode. I imagine this will be the most appealing selling point of King Gaiz Axe because whale transformer. Hasbro has not seen a whale transformer, half a whale transformer toy, unless you count a base as an orca transformer. Yeah, this is more of a sperm whale type with that big bulbous forehead. You really only need to evoke the heads of a whale to make a good convincing whale transformer, a mechanical type. Obviously, it's a bit gappy here and there, and the dorsal fins are facing the wrong way because, the transformation of bat wings. But maybe that's not too much of a big issue. The head is really pulling it. It's funny to think any krill he gobbles up is basically going to the back of his elbows. And that's as far as his mouth closes. And those are the correct sideways mammalian tail fin rather than the vertical. Can't really, you kind of flop up but not down. Yeah, but otherwise, you don't expect a aquatic transformer to do much. Not even side to side. So nice little blasters here for offense, and this is a nice whale to swim in the sea or swim in the air, if you imagine. Because it's also kind of funny to have a flying whale. Then bringing in the shark mode of King Gaiz, who is the most red thanks to his head. So that's I assume he is going to be less speedy in the sea, but much more bulkier and hardier. And of course, the aforementioned the fish vertical tail fin and the horizontal mammalian tail fin. Maybe the correct fin shape. Otherwise, just two different type of aquatic beasts. Surprisingly, I think I'm really liking this thing. I mean, this King Gaiz Axe is a solid improvement or side grade from the original. I guess depending on what you like about the alt mode. It's also kind of funny how King Gaiz Axe went from all having 3 predatory carnivore modes to 3 herbivore or omnivore modes that are all mammals. I guess King Gaiz took a different combat, maybe more pacifist style between that time. So fidgeting around with both of them, I think I do prefer playing with the King Gaiz Axe more because I guess it has more solid joints, more clicking joints, more parts that tab in together. And of course, multi-changers lend themselves to multiple fan modes like Super Jet. Yeah, I'm already loving this. It actually has a more cohesive vehicle mode. handheld blaster, merman mode. Yeah, I guess while this one holds together, it's not gonna fall apart or anything, but maybe some parts are just, some don't connect the way you expect them to, like right here. Or I guess it could be I guess some of the modes might be a little weaker compared to the other beast modes. Like, I think the eagle mode was the weakest for this one, while I'd say the buffalo mode is weakest for King Gaiz X. I don't know, you still might prefer the old King Gaiz, you know, for its alternate modes at least, or its style. If you like the smooth style of King Gaiz as opposed to the more mechanical transformer style of the new King Gaiz X. Well, you might like this more because of his more unique unconventional alt modes. Yeah, so both of them still should be readily available. Of course, this is a new product, and the old King Gaiz hasn't been issued a couple of times, and also in the Chinese market. So yeah, take your pick of multi-changer. And don't forget his triple changing weaponizing brother. This might be new and exciting as the new Carbot season gets, because the upcoming ones are a retool of an old character and a retool as a new character. So see you then when I review those.